part. On the hockey side, it's interesting because I'm shifting gears a little bit as we get into closer July 1. I've also got league meetings coming up, our annual meetings, where a lot of things are going to be done at the annual meeting. Got a really heavy agenda this year, simply because of the new divisional alignments. St. John's coming in. Are we playing them? Are we not playing them? How many times are we going to play them? Start putting a budget together. Our year end is June 30th, so we start closing out our year, trying to put a budget together for next season. So there's an awful lot of work to be done in the off season here in a lot of different areas, and we're always trying to, when the schedule comes out, we'll sit down as a group, as we always do, and try to map out some new promotions, putting some new marketing materials together, maybe directing some advertising dollars in different places that we haven't done before. So as you know, we've got merchandise on board. We hope in a few weeks we'll be able to have that up and for sale online, adding being able to put our own Ticketmaster machine in our office to do group sales. So there's a lot of things going on this summer. There always is, but it seems to be more. Charlie's been fantastic. I'm in talks with him on a regular basis about some sort of new direction we may be taking, some things in the front office as well. But it's all good stuff, and it's all positive. But the bottom line is we need to build our attendance. The expenses are going up and up and up in this league. They're not going down. And at some point in time, I have to start thinking about talking to the MCCA about our lease and extension of our lease, and affiliations and extension of our affiliations. So there's a lot of work ahead of us, and it's fun times, exciting times, and just look forward to having a great productive summer. And I know everybody on staff's got some vacation time, and I'll take a few days myself, and away we go. Before we know it, we'll be dropping the puck.
October gets here pretty fast.
It gets here real quick. And very quickly, Damon, if I could just add one thing. We were talking free agency, and I only talked briefly about Alan York. I've had a couple of emails from some people asking me sort of what direction is Columbus going with free agents, and really today we sort of solidified between Rob and myself and Chris, as we have to, as I said, add a number one goaltender. We're really thin up the middle going into next year as far as numbers, so we're pretty decent on the right side, got a couple holes on the left side, but up the middle is a number one priority for Columbus. They want to land certainly a number one centerman, a number two centerman. I think we'll be okay in the 3-4 slot, but grabbing that number one, number two centerman is really going to be key and important to us for some success next year. I don't want to beat the last year to death, but you know, Derek McKenzie and Wilson were signed really to be here in Springfield, and both made the big club, which left that big hole for us when we started the season as far as having a legitimate number one or number two. That's something Columbus wants to make sure doesn't happen, and I think they're going to be firing the bullets. They've upped their budget, which is impressive to me that they're spending the money, and they're going to go after a couple, you know, high-end free agents for us. Hopefully they can land them, because there's 29 other teams looking as well. But I can promise the fans this: there's a really solid blueprint that's been put together by Columbus, and now executing that blueprint and getting some help with agents and players agreeing to the contracts will be the next step.
Because that shows, and I want to touch upon this, because we get asked this a lot just when we're out at different public appearances and all. Just the Columbus-Springfield relationship, and we're an affiliation and we're a team here that's changed a few times, but right now, I mean, you can honestly say, where is the partnership with Columbus? It seems strong, but where is it? You would know better than anyone.
Well, I think honestly, and I'm not speaking out of turn here, I think Columbus, if I called them up tomorrow and said, do you want to start talking about a long-term extension, they'd be agreeable to it. They like it in Springfield. They like our organization. They like our facility. They like everything we have to offer. They've gotten good feedback from players, from agents. But you know, it's one step at a time for us, and we have to remember too is our league is sort of into this 30-30 model with 30 NHL teams and 30 AHL teams. So you really got to find a partner, and you might have to marry that partner long term. I think we've discussed that before. We've jumped around a little bit. Sometimes it's been by my doing, and sometimes by the NHL's doing. But I think is if the league starts to stabilize here, and we'll know that in the next few weeks when the next set of league meetings. By stabilize, I mean there's still some talk of where certain NHL affiliates may land next year. I think once that's stabilized, it'll give us a better look at the landscape of the league going beyond next year, and then we can zero in on talking, sitting down with Columbus and having some real good, healthy discussions about what we need and what they need. And I think it's a marriage. I think it makes some sense, but it's a marriage that's got to work for both parties.
Damon Markowitz along with Bruce Landon, our Falcons weekly webisode, coming to you from Maplegate Rehab here in downtown Springfield, the corner of Maple Street and State Street, a stone's throw from the Mass Mutual Center. And I think we've got webisode starting to flow here. And we're going to end this week like we have the last few. The Spot Screech promotion concluded. A lot of you saw Screech last Monday, literally in the middle of traffic over here by Memorial Bridge. Screech was standing in a very small area that made me nervous, so I turned my back. But a lot of you saw him posted on there where he was, right by Memorial Bridge. And we have our last of the weekly winners here to pick.
All right, great.
And guess my writing's back.
Let me dig deep here. All right. And it is Catherine McCarthy.
Catherine, and who's been on there pretty much every week, and I don't think has won yet. So
that's great.
Thanks, Catherine, for joining us once again on the Spot Screech promotion. Great job, everyone there, tracking him down. We appreciate all the support, and we've got some fresh ideas. Spot Screech is concluded. We've got some fresh ideas we'll be introducing this week on some other contests that we have going on. We'll make those public here probably sometime this week, just to keep it fresh and keep our name out there. And you know, it's so important to keep your name out there in some months.
And you know, with the as we talked about success of the Bruins, which is great for this area, just fantastic to see that. And I think it's already everywhere I was. I'm sure it was the same with you and Steve and the rest of our staff, wherever we were this weekend. People were talking to me about the Bruins, and even people you know aren't really diehard hockey fans were talking about, you know, how does this affect you. And there's no question it was good for hockey in the area, and we're really excited about. I know Charlie's really excited about next year, and I'm excited about the talks I've had with Columbus, and the way our ticket sales seem to be going in the right direction. Our corporate sales are going in the right direction. So if we can get off with a good team on the ice and start building this franchise back to the numbers where it has to be, and that's what everybody's goal is, and I'm very confident we're going to accomplish that.
Yeah, close to 2 million people on Saturday thinking hockey.
Absolutely.
You know, it's bigger than the Boston Bruins. I mean, the Boston Bruins winning is a celebration in New England hockey. To have 2 million people thinking hockey in June, just a great thing, and hopefully we'll trickle off that as we come into October.
Absolutely, we will for sure.
Bruce, thanks again for joining us. And thank you, Maplegate. We appreciate Charlene McCarthy, Tom Valentine here at Maplegate Rehab, corner of Maple Street and State Street here in downtown Springfield. Appreciate having us allowed in here today to record this show. Thank you again for joining us out there. Don't forget about the social media streams on Facebook and Twitter. Updated all the time here on FalconsAHL.com. Check those out. Thanks for joining us again. We'll see you next week.